Hello, Gemini. Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Tarot with Kat, or welcome if it's your first time. Welcome. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat, my new YouTube channel, just opened up this month. And it is Wednesday, September 24th. And this is the reading for Gemini. Every Wednesday I do readings for all the water and air signs, and then every Monday morning I post readings for all the fire and earth signs on my channel. I really hope to build up my subscribership so that I can do more extended readings and do more of this, but for the moment I'm keeping it simple. This is a general reading in a traditional Celtic crossbred, and so I really hope you enjoy it, and I trust that it has found the right person if you're watching right now. So it's been a wild month, September, astrologically speaking. We had a couple of eclipses. Besides the eclipses, we had the lunar eclipse on September 7th. We had the solar eclipse on September 21st. But we also had major things going on planetarily with all the planets creating formations that created energies that haven't happened in a long time. They've caused major shifts, major emotions. You may have noticed last week going through some huge emotional swings that maybe even took you by surprise. And that was what was happening planetarily. You got Pluto out of bounds, wreaking a little bit of havoc. You've got all kinds of things going on. So Gemini, for you right now, your mind is just buzzing right now. And your superpower is communication. Right now is your superpower. You should expect lively conversations, unexpected invitations, a few twists in your social circle this week, Gemini. You are curious, you're adaptable, which is perfect for exploring new interests or revisiting old ones, which might be going on. This is a time where, with these portals that have opened, we're judging, we're evaluating old and new, and like choosing new paths. You just got to be mindful, Gemini, with what's happening with you and the nature of Gemini. Be careful not to overcommit to things or scattering your energy. Okay, focus brings clarity. That's going to be your key for this week, Gemini. So let's see what your tarot cards have to say, shall we? This is the reading for Gemini for the week of September 24th through October 1st. All right, Gemini. I've put links in the description of the tarot decks that I use. I feel like this is you, Gemini, right there. I've already shuffled and meditated over these cards before I start the video. Also in the description section, so at the bottom, beneath this video, if you hit the little more button, it will open up the description section where I not only have links to the decks I use, but I also have the scriptural parallels for this reading. Because a lot of my family and friends are Christian and are a Christian faith, and appreciate the scriptural connections too, because this does support scripture as well. So you, Gemini, this week are coming up as a 6 of Wands. What a beautiful card. A little card of triumph, little celebration, victory. This makes sense. You buzzing with ideas and you're feeling kind of triumphant this week, Gemini. And that card is representing you. Now, coming up, crossing you as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness is a King of Cups. Okay. Down here in your subconscious tools chest, the thing that's part of you that you're bringing to the situation this week for this reading is Knight of Swords energy. Makes sense with all the communication. I talk about communication is your superpower, and you have a Knight of Swords. Anyway, so I'll explain that more in a minute. Stepping out of your immediate past is a Magician. Oh, fabulous. Something's happened in you've gotten some spark. You've gotten some recent aha moment that we'll talk about. Crowning you up here in your ideal is a Queen of Swords. Okay. Total sense. Makes total sense. As soon as you're done seeing that, whenever this reading is reaching you, maybe you didn't find it on Wednesday morning, the 24th. Maybe you stumbled across it in a couple of days and you're in the middle of this week that this reading is for. But whenever you get this reading, in your immediate future, you're going to be stepping into 9 of Cups. Lovely. Lovely. You've got your challenger awareness is a King of Cups. You're stepping into a Nine of Cups. New inspiration. Interesting. Okay. In your environment this week, Gemini, you're feeling the star. Wishes come true. Wish upon a star this week. Okay. Your environment is going to give you the Fool. Wow. Wow. What a spread. You got 0 the Fool. You got 1 the Magician that you're just stepping out of. You have some brand new inspiration that you're getting ready to follow. That's got you feeling really jazzed and wow. Okay. In your hopes and fears section is the 8 of Wands, swift action. And then the final outcome, look at that, a 3 of Cups. Socializing, networking, communicating. All right. Wow. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Before we get deeper into this reading, I like to pull one of my holographic tarot cards as a clarification card. It will be further clarification or confirmation of this reading. I feel like that one's it right there. Further clarification of this reading for us. So if any time during this reading, if this is like ringing true for you with what's happening in your life right now, let me know in the comment section. Drop me a comment. I read them all. I so far I've been able to respond to all of them. I haven't been too overwhelmed, so I'd love to hear from you. All right, so let's get into this reading. So, Gemini, you're being presented this week by this 6 of Wands, which is a card of triumph, minor triumph celebration, feeling very jubilant and celebrating the work that you've been doing. Maybe you've got some recent accolades or for your work or whatever it is you do. You've been getting a little bit of recognition and praise for what you do lately. And that card, Gemini, is representing you. Now, in your awareness, not necessarily an obstacle. I don't feel like this is an obstacle for you. I feel like this is an awareness for you. This is a, oops, gosh, down he goes on. Didn't mean to do that. King of Cups. Sorry, King of Cups. So, court cards are generally people in your life coming into your life because it's crossing you. I feel like this is a person that's going to be coming into your life this week or is in your life this week who with King of Cups energy, doesn't have to be a male, could be a woman with King of Cups energy, but this is somebody who is going to be very emotionally in tuned, very in touch with their emotions, very communicative, but not, they're in control of their emotions. They're not overly emotional, and they are in control and in charge of the relationships in their life. So this could be somebody coming into your life like that, who is bringing that energy, that connection and love, and it's somebody who's older adult, bringing it. Often it could be a parent figure, it could be a parent figure, father, grandfather figure, sometimes. So if this is somebody stepping into your life around this idea that you have, this thing that you want to create, I would listen to them. I would pay attention to that person, make that connection, because it's going to lead to more connection, which is going to help your dream come true. So that's your awareness, I think, is that King of Cups person in your life. You're bringing Knight of Swords. So I said your superpower, communication is going to be your superpower this week, Gemini, and you get the Knight of Swords. So that if I had to draw that card out of the tarot, I'd pull out the Knight of Swords. Knights are in charge of taking action, and swords are communication and thinking and reasoning and things like that. So this knight rushing in with communicating, I think, is definitely you, Gemini. Powerful communicator this week. Sometime in the immediate past of when just before you saw this, you've had some sort of spark, some sort of transmission, some sort of inspiration. This is the magician. This is the first person the fool meets, and you do get the fool in your environment. But this fool, who is both the beginning and the end of the major arcana, because it all keeps recycling, is us. When the fool comes up in a reading, it's always the querent. It's always you or me. And yeah, so you got the fool, and then you got in your immediate past this magician who, it's literally the moment of transmission from the heavens to earth of that thought, that idea, that inspiration. And it's also, he's got all the tools on the table. He's got the cup, the wand, the coins, and the swords, indicating that you've got everything you need to make this dream come, to make this thing happen, make this dream come true. You got the star card. So you had some recent inspiration. Your ideal is this Queen of Swords. So you've got all this communication. You're bringing Knight of Swords energy with you, along with you, Knight of Swords energy. And your hope is to be Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords she's also a skillful communicator, but in control of her thoughts, her reasoning, and very careful communicator. She's in charge of her words. She chooses them carefully. So I think I said be careful to not overcommit or scatter your energy. The Queen of Swords would have mastery over that. And that's why that's in your ideal. That's what you want to be like. Less like the Knight of Swords rushing in, because knights do rush in to take action, which is great, but you want a little bit of more calmness and clarity, like the Queen of Swords has. So that's why she's up here crowning you in your ideal, Gemini. Immediately after this reading, in your immediate future, you're going to be stepping into a 9 of Cups situation. So you're going to be stepping into feeling like abundance, like yay, like you're maybe some sort of windfalls coming your way, maybe some sort of I don't know, recognition for whatever this is that has you feeling so maybe they gave you a raise. You're feeling triumphant. Your work's been recognized and they gave you a raise. Something like that is coming your way soon. When it does, I'd love to hear. If you're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what she said, I'd love to hear. So you, Gemini, in your environment, you're feeling the star, wish upon a star. This is the card of wishes granted. Also temperance, she's balancing, she's pouring the water from the lake to the ocean. It's all flowing. It keeps flowing through. It's about staying calm and having hope, having faith and hope, to follow your dreams, follow your wishes. You're going to be feeling like that. You're going to be following your dreams and following your wishes this week with whatever this new inspiration is. And you're going to aspire to be in charge of your communication. You're going to want to rush in like the Knight, but you're going to be careful about that. And you're going to pay attention to this, whoever this King of Cups person with this powerful, emotional, positive emotional energy to bring. You're going to pay attention to that. Your environment's going to have you feeling the fool. Often the environment card is either what is happening to you in your environment that week or how your environment views you. And in this case, I think this surely fits you, Gemini, that your environment is seeing you as the fool. And that's not a bad thing, right? It's not fool like as an insulting way. This is the fool. This is just stepping out. This is just beginning his journey. He's got a little knapsack with very few things in it. Probably doesn't realize how unprepared he is. So he's got to prepare himself still, but he's so excited. He's about to step right off this cliff. He's got people with him to warn him and help him. He's got this little dog on the way to warn him about this cliff he's jumping off of. But it's a card of having complete faith, stepping into the unknown, having the courage to try something new. And so I really feel like you've gotten some inspiration and you're trying something new. And your environment may not be even that, maybe looking at you like, oh, okay, you think you're going to do that? All right. But you're feeling like wishing upon a star. You feel like this is going to come true. So your hopes and fears is this 8 of Wands. So I think you're hoping for some swift action. Wands are swift. The 8 of Wands, swift action. Wands are fire cards. All these 8 Wands are flying through the air, coming really fast. So I think you're hoping that things will happen quickly, and not now that you've gotten this beautiful inspiration and you're feeling all this and you're making all these connections. You want stuff to happen quickly. That's in your hopes and fears. And your final outcome is going to be all that. That's social networking. This is your Three of Cups. This is parties, celebrations. This is your TGIFs. This is, social net, and that is going to be the final outcome. Lots of social connection and networking around whatever this thing is. Interesting, Gemini. Makes me wonder what our clarification or confirmation card might be underneath here. Could it have something to do with focusing your energy, not like letting your energy be scattered, and staying focused and maintaining clarity in this swift action? I wouldn't be at all surprised if we got it as a confirmation. Another Fool, that's been happening a lot. I've been getting you again. I've been getting the Fool again, the Magician, or the Star again. It could be another card related to your communicating, all the social communication and networking we're doing also. No Pentacles anywhere. So I'd be curious if it was a Pentacles card, what Pentacle card that might be. Although it could be an Ace of Pentacles, because maybe whatever this thing is, it's also going to bring you not just great satisfaction, but material wealth as well. So it could be like a 9 or 10 of Pentacles, or 8, 9 or 10 of Pentacles, maybe. I'm so curious. If you think you know what it is, drop it in the comments. Let's check it out, shall we? It's a confirm. I knew this. This has been coming up. Queen of Swords. Confirmation of you. Your ideal is Queen of Swords. So what this is, it's exactly what I'm telling you. You need to be the Queen of Swords. You need to be careful with your communication. Don't scatter your energy. Place your communication carefully where it needs to go, and your wishes are going to come true. I'm so excited for whatever this new thing is. I hope you'll tell me what this new idea is, but maybe you're not ready to yet. Maybe you want to keep it a secret a little longer, but I'm super excited for you, Gemini. All right. Well, thank you for visiting Tarot with Kat. I hope to see you back again next Wednesday. Have a most blessed week, Gemini.